just finished the next episode of World Battle Royale, so I'm getting back to this. I'm just going to be alternating between which one I upload an episode of, just to make sure I don't lean it towards it doing one of them more than the other. So the next problem I will do is Greenland. This big piece of land is owned by Denmark, but they're a bit far away. So how about we just take Greenland and push it somewhere else? So it'll actually be a Greenland mass. Just because Greenland is so big, I'm outlining it more sloppily than I was outlining all the countries last episode. Because simply, it's just so big, and if I was outlining it perfectly, it really wouldn't make too much of a difference. And also, it would take a lot longer. So I'm just not putting all those, thousands of cracks inside of it. Let's actually give it the Danish flag. And then we can just remove it from this layer. Now it's time to take Greenland and push it somewhere else. Now this is perfect. Then this all dries up and it's invaded by Norway, obviously. Norway made it not have the longest coastline in the world anymore. Second longest, my bad. But they have more land. And another neighbor. And who doesn't love neighbors? Everyone. Romania. What did I do to you? Okay, now we go to South America. Since Peru, Bolivia, and Chile have had conflict in the past, specifically Chile stealing all of Bolivia's coastline, we just take Chile and push it somewhere. Wait. They don't speak real Spanish anyways. Everyone knows that Chile does not actually speak Spanish. It'll be better for the world when they are just moved somewhere else. You know? Who even needs Chile in South America anyways? Anyone notice how I've pointed out how Norway has a longer coastline than Chile? Well, practically have. I'm pretty sure Chile is only like 4th in the world when it comes to coastline. If you're wondering, Canada has the longest. I wonder how many people are going to be sick of the push it somewhere else joke by this episode. Or were sick of it as soon as I reused it in the first one. But the first one still got views, so it doesn't matter. Wait, where's the gap? Ah. Alright, now we can remove Chile from this layer. We can remove Chile from this layer. Whoa! Squidward on it. Sorry. Why do so many of the colonies in this have just the flag of the normal country, like French Guiana, but some of them just have the colonies flag, like the Falklands? Like, be consistent here. Chile is now not in the way, so we can push it somewhere else, and Bolivia will have a glorious coastline. This is basically the same. This part is closed off, so now Angola can finally reunite to its exclave. Because obviously all of the water in this just dried up. The Republic of Congo can expand this way. gap on, it gets this. Angola becomes even more of a square. And the rest of this land goes to Chile. At least they still have a long coastline, but they made it so many countries have no coastline. You could call them Bolivias, not a Bolivias. My mouth is not mouthing right now, and my words don't want a word. Namibia still has a coastline, but it practically doesn't because it's entirely a desert. Okay. Now, Sri Lanka. I know I've made some countries into islands and made some countries not islands. So what am I gonna do with Sri Lanka? Push it somewhere else? Yes. But I'm not gonna push it very far this time. I think Sri Lanka just has to be a bit closer to India. It was extremely easy to outline. It just has a little bit of a complicated flag. Alright, now we can take Sri Lanka and push it somewhere else. The only reasonable thing is to turn it sideways. Actually, no, that would mean its flag ain't the same. Wait, why didn't I just decide to hit the rotate claw? Okay. So, you see that little gap in India? I don't see a single problem about this. And to make up for a little bit of land that was lost, just throw some dirt onto there. And there we go, Sri Lanka has been fixed. Mauritius is kind of lonely here, so we're going to take it and that French colony and push them somewhere else. But I'm going to push them separate ways, kind of like how I did with the Koreas. Oreo, come on. If you don't know, Oreo is the name of my dog, and he was just messing around. Who's a silly boy? Remove them from this layer, and now it's time to push them somewhere. Oh, yeah. At this point, even I think that's being overused. So Mauritius How about we just use it to fill in this awkward gap inside of this lake in Malawi? Malawi flag is outdated on this map, so I'm gonna fix that in a second. So now we take the French colony, and I'm not even gonna say it. Plop it on top of Andorra. It's gotten so much bigger. Like, realistically, it would be around the size of Andorra, I think. So, let's plop it on top of I'm kidding. We're just going to use it to make it so Corsica is a little bit closer to the French mainland. And I know what will help with that after we fix Malawi's flag. Okay, there's their modern day flag. Just for reference. Waiting to... And green is on the bottom in the modern flag, so there we go. And now to take French Guiana and, you know what? Just to make sure that France stays connected. Staying connected with your family is very important. So now we can remove it from this layer, of course, and move it. Alright, we plop it down there. And now France is almost entirely connected. We're still gonna move New Caledonia. Everyone forgets about New Caledonia. But not me. 'Cause I'm weird. New Caledonia, you're lucky that anybody remembers you. Now we move it. Here we have New Caledonia. As you can see, it's separated into multiple islands, so we obviously move the small ones closer. And here's how we do it. We duplicate this slide. We erase that. On the other one, erase those small islands instead. And then we have them on two separate slides, and we can slide them to each other. the small one at the bottom. Let's just do that. Now we can merge the two slides together. And now New Caledonia is all in one piece. So we can landlock Monaco. I'm kidding, it still is a lake. There we go. Forgot about Azerbaijan. Okay, what's next? Let's see. Well, I think that means that it's time to end this episode. We've changed a lot in the map. And the world is looking so much better already. I'll see you guys next time, and I'm Milan, and stay beautiful.